My name is Matt Olson, and I actually come down from Seattle, where I work for CenturyLink. And we use Splunk quite extensively. Initially, really the core problem we were trying to solve was operational support for voice over IP and IP long distance networks. But we found that once we had the analytics in place and we had the data store, we were really able to leverage that same underlying capability to support our planning functions, our network optimization functions, and then also more and more we're finding we're able to leverage the data to support some of our value-added products for customers and some of the marketing-driven sort of analytics. And from voice over IP, we're beginning to branch as well into our contact center services and IPTV. And I think Splunk has proven to be a really powerful and flexible platform. I think what's been most critical for us is that it gives us the ability to really quickly develop useful views of the data that are available on a near real-time basis. It's very, very difficult, we found, to do that with traditional databases. It's the time involved in the development, getting things up and running, and then also the time involved just in processing data, rebuilding indexes. It's just really lacks the flexibility and rapid time to market we get with Splunk. Hey, my name is Matt, and I'm a Splunker. I hail from Seattle, Washington, and been using Splunk quite extensively in analytics for voice over IP networks, pulling in the transactional data and the platform data and trying to make sense of it all. It's so extremely intuitive. I find that it feels like working with a lot of other open source sort of Linux and Unix influenced platforms. So it feels very intuitive and it's very, very flexible. It's fantastic. You know, I work remotely, and it's wonderful to be able to actually mingle and interact with people directly. And I've met people from all over the world using Splunk. So it's really been fantastic. A lot of people working on similar sorts of problem sets, and I think a lot of good dialogues and relationships have established here. So with Storm, I think we achieve in deployment a lot of what I've been so happy with in Splunk as a platform, and that is the ease and rapidity with which it can be implemented. So with Storm, by virtue of the fact that it's in the cloud and that you can start in a very small initial instance and then in an elastic fashion expand it to needs, that makes it extremely appealing. So it's sort of a rapid deployment, rapid start for problem sets that are really better suited to a flexible cloud-based infrastructure. And I have actually a number of pet projects I'm looking forward to implementing using Storm. I'll be back. Now I'll definitely come back next year. I'm looking forward to sort of reestablishing some of the connections and relationships. I think it was very good from a networking perspective, and I'm looking forward to building on that. Well, I think one of the first things that I've really been impressed with is just how active the user community is. So even before engaging Splunk as a company in a formal way, just being able to work with the user community and post questions and problems and get feedback and help, I found it's a very active, very, very helpful user community. And as part of that user community, of course, you have the expertise of Splunk also involved in providing support. So that's been extremely helpful. And I particularly like the fact that it is not very process bound, it's very flexible, very direct, and technically oriented. And also, I'm happy to say the new office in Seattle is exciting, and I've had the opportunity to meet some folks out there. So if I don't get what I want online, I can just come into the office downtown.